world's changing. And you are right in the center of it.
I don't know what's ahead, but all bets are off.
Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz are apparently looking to run back a fight from UFC 244, of course, when they first fought for the original BMF title. Now, again, there are some some caveats we should put on this. Again, nothing official, nothing signed. We don't know when, blah, blah, blah. But this is the idea. They want to go back and do again what they had at UFC 244, which you might recall, BC ended a little bit early by virtue of a cut that the doctor then stopped over there in New York. Maybe you put it in Las Vegas and maybe it gets to keep going, which they might if they end up making it. Okay. BC, is this the right next move for both Jorge and Nate Diaz?
It actually is. It's perfect for both. And there was a weird reaction to it of people going, oh, I guess this means Jorge's, celebrity fighter now, BMF fighter. He had his one, time at the throne against going for the title, and now he's cashing himself out. It's not. Look, he took that fight at last minute. I don't love the way he fought against Usman. It is what it is. But this is the right. Let's shine him back up. There's there's a disconnected storyline there. The real fight fans know exactly what you said, that Masvidal was dominating him. Diaz had some moments in the third round, but the Just Bleed faction of the world, the casual fan faction, they can go back to that first fight and say, man, if the commission and the refs and the doctors didn't take that away from Nate, who knows what that fight looks like. That's not really reality, but that's sellable. And look, for Nate, this and the Conor fight are really his two paydays left in terms of massive paydays, in terms of fights that actually matter. So I think people are wrong on how they view this for Jorge, and I think people are wrong on saying that this fight wouldn't matter. Look, how do you sell big pay-per-view numbers? You attract the casuals. The casuals care about two crazy guys going in there, and they're just going to frickin' fight. They're not going to lay and pray. Yes, there's still a major market for that, okay? That's called the pay-per-view business. So this is perfect for that. It's perfect for BMF. It's just, it's very big business. You shine Jorge up. You let him get a full camp against a super elite, hopefully for the title, and we'll see what we have there. But stop complaining about anything connected to this. I'm just a little bit nervous where, as I look at Nick, as I mentioned, I just don't think there's anything left in the tank anymore. For Nate, I'm having doubts that he can really win a big fight anymore, Luke. I mean, there is scar tissue that I wish you saw, and I feel like that thing, his face just busts open in any fight. That first McGregor fight was the mountaintop of his career, and it's been downhill since then. And, I thought maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, there was still life for him to be a major pay-per-view brand and even a quasi-title contender. But I think he's drifting away into full-on celebrity fighter, and I wonder how many more times Nate will even want to do this.
This argument that Jorge is like, what is he, some kind of celebrity fighter now? He doesn't want to take on the blah, blah, blah challenges of the world. Who are these fucking people? I mean, do you understand at all what you're watching ever at any point in the last 1 year, 5 year, 10 years, 15, 20? I mean, what an absurd argument this is. I cannot believe that anyone would make this with a straight face. Let me see if I can understand this. You have an opponent who, we just recalled, has a fan base that has collective amnesia about all of their shortcomings every time they fight, which is great for you and great for them because it gives you all kinds of fresh life out there for the right kinds of circumstances, which this is. So number one, you have that. Number two, again, I thought Jorge was winning that one walking away, but at the same time, it did not end under what we would call the most ideal or clean circumstances. There is, in that case, unfinished business. Three, you're both coming off of losses. So getting right, it makes sense. You already kind of beat this guy. You didn't really beat him, but you kind of beat him already. You must love your chances. And by the way, you fight this guy, you're going to make a fuck ton of money. Add to that, BC, that part of what goes into matchmaking is lobbying. Lobbying is a key part of how fights get made. If you are Jorge Masvidal and you fight Leon Edwards versus being Jorge Masvidal and you fight Nate Diaz, one, you have a much tougher fight in Leon, and two, as it relates to the lobbying part, you're going to have a lot fewer microphones that you have to answer to or cameras to be in front of or whatever, even during a pandemic. If you fight Nate, so many people are going to want to hear what you have to say. And if you are steady beating a drum as you lead up to the weeks and days before fighting Nate, saying, if I win this, I want a title shot. If I win this, I want a title shot. If I win this, and whatever the messaging is around title contention, you are much more likely to get it than just beating somebody that no one even... Does anyone except hardcores remember 3-piece and a soda? That is not why Jorge Masvidal is famous to the casuals. It's a big deal inside the bubble. It means zero outside the bubble. This is the only call for Jorge Masvidal to make. And it's a great call for Nate, too, in the sense that you get a chance at redemption. Who knows how the second one could go? Again, I thought he lost it, but that doesn't mean he'll lose the second one necessarily. And again, you're going to have a partner in this equation who's going to make you a crap ton of money. It is absolutely the right call for both fighters. If you are managing either of these guys and you say to them, you should get the winner of Colby and Tyron or Leon Edwards, that is fucking malpractice. People, wake up. This is not a hard call to make.
Luke, it's promotional malpractice. T-shirts
Yes.
and sweatshirts still available at lukethomas.com. Thank you.
It certainly
Thank
is.
you.
I just can't believe that this is even like remotely debatable. This is the
What's
easiest
a more
no-brainer.
unbelievable MMA conspiracy theory, that Nate was coming on in that BMF fight, or that producer Jay actually dropped Uriah Hall with a spinning kick during jiu-jitsu practice that time? Remember that story Jay told us?
MMA is unpredictable and wild enough that you can never be like, oh, he's got no chance. Never make that mistake. You will end up eating it eventually when you do.
You're
and
talking
it will
about
be
Jay.
very ugly.
Jay has
I know.
no chance.
Jay is drying his balls at a public restroom's hand dryer. What I'm pointing out is the argument that Nate was coming on in the third round, it's just amnesia and delusion from a fan base that really likes their fighters, and that's fine, but that doesn't mean we have to honor it with some kind of, truth, veracity or something like that.
Jay, can you come in for 1 second? I got a really important question that the fans want to know.
Yes.
Jay, were there groupies in your short-lived boy band, No Escape? Like middle school girls?
Define groupies.
Yeah, you guys blowing each other doesn't count.
No, wow. Luke, it's 2020. Friends can do what they want to each other, please. Wow.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that 15 gets you 20, so yeah.
All right, thank you.
Jay's like, if
very
we
much.
blow each other after the show, I guess we can count each other as fans.
Okay, wow, speaking of fans,
On
how's
that
that
note-
turbine engine treating you, Jay? All right, back to the show.
And then some poor kid has to go to the manager at Starbucks and be like, there's 3 guys blowing each other in the in the dude's bathroom.
Are you in?
This is our time. The world's changed, and you are right in the center of it.
I don't know what's ahead, but all bets are off.